Hello, everyone. Excuse me. I do not talk to a lot of people during the day, so sometimes when I start to speak, nothing comes out. Believe it or not, I don't sit around and talk to myself. Sometimes, but not all day. Anyway, it is me, Janice Murray. I am back again. It's been quite a while. And in case you haven't noticed, I am back where we started, here in my car. I don't know why I like it in my car so much. I have a theory, but it's boring, so I won't share it with you. But I love my car. It's the best car I've ever had. It's nothing special by anyone else's estimations or observances, but I think it's a great freaking car. So, just to remind the 93 of you that stuck around this whole time, I had an awakening about 4 years ago, almost exactly 4 years ago. And it's a big rush that just came through my whole body, was filled 100% with unconditional love and understanding, and I don't know, there's no way to explain it. And I know it sounds cliche, and you'll hear everybody that's ever experienced it say the same thing. There are no words, and it's the fucking truth. Second thing I should remind you of is I'm gonna cuss on this channel, because I cuss. I think I might have come out of the womb cussing. They're just words. If you don't like them, I'm really sorry, but this is probably not gonna be the YouTube channel for you, because I don't like to filter myself. I just speak the way that I speak, and sometimes there might be a little profanity sprinkled through. Sometimes it's just because that's how I talk, and sometimes I might say the word for effect, and if it is for effect, you should probably know, you'll know. The reason I've been gone so long, here's my theory about that. So when everything first happened 4 years ago, I was just wildly blissed out for probably a straight 6 months, completely ungrounded, and just thought that I had the best news in the world and everybody needed to know, and why hadn't anyone told me this? This is just gonna fix everything, because the only thing I want in life is for every person, every single person, everybody I know especially, but every person, to just be fucking happy. Just be happy. Why can't everyone just be happy? And this is happiness. It's joy. It is bliss. It is love. It's the most amazing thing. And if I could gift every single person on earth with it, I would, because everyone should feel this way, and everyone should know how worthy they are. Just because they are alive and breathing and walking around on this planet, they are worthy of feeling this good and having everything in life that they've ever needed and wanted. This is not a religious channel. I probably will use the word God, because that's just the word that I'm used to using. But when I talk about God, I'm not talking about an old bearded man with long white hair sitting on a throne in the sky smiting people to hell. That's not how I believe. God is not a person. There's no human emotion. There's no judgment, contrary to what lots of people believe. I am a spiritual person in that I am filled with the Spirit. I know who I am. I know that God lives in my heart. And without that spark, I would cease to exist on this planet. Or at all, for that matter. I forgot where I was going with that. So anyway, I'm going to cuss. I'm going to say the word God, or I might say spirit, or I might say source, or I might say creator, or I might say divine spark. It's all the same thing. It all means exactly the same thing. The one true creator of all that is, was, and ever will be. Every single thing is God. Looking at the quick fill, that's God. Sitting in this car, God. Me, God. You, God. Not that I am God, but that I am of God. God created me. He created you. He created every single thing on this planet. I'm going to refer to him as a he, just because that's a habit. I feel like it is a masculine force Not saying anything about misogyny. This isn't a political channel either. I could give two shits what politician you like. It's all theater. None of it matters. It's to keep you fighting with each other and entertained. That's it. Every once in a while, I might interject something on other social media. That's not because I'm taking sides. It's because I just want people to understand the hypocrisy sometimes, or certain things that are playing out that need to be brought to light so that they can be just purged from this planet. What else? Oh, my theory about why I've been gone so long. After I blissed out, I made a decision that changed my life and the lives of pretty much everyone in my immediate family, my own kids, and a lot of people in my life. And was it a mistake? Could be looked at that way. It was definitely a learning experience. And I know that it was exactly what needed to be done. Here's what happens when the lights come on. You start seeing all of the shit that needs to be cleaned up. And that's exactly what happened. The light switch came on, and then my blissed out mood, as I started integrating and interacting more with other people, brought to light things within me that needed to be addressed, needed to be brought into the light so that they could be cleaned up and purged from this. You know, I've always said that I attracted assholes like a magnet. Well, that was truer than probably I even understood at the time that I said it. Not anything bad. If you know me personally and you know the person I'm talking about, it's not about him. It's about me and the decision that I made that taught me a lot about myself. Maybe I'll go into that in different videos. Nothing in particular is coming to mind right now, but it was a learning process, and everything that followed after that just it brought me to a lot of different things within myself that I needed to reconcile. You know, I talked about, I think in one of my earlier videos, how didn't have the greatest upbringing, and it is what it is. And after I made this decision, I had to dive back down into all of the things that I picked up throughout that upbringing and, you know, late teens, early adulthood, all of the things, decisions that I'd made, things that had happened that affected me, needed to be addressed so that I could honestly not just say out of my mouth it is what it is, but really feel that. And when I did say that, I did feel it. But then you dive back down, and I'll go into that probably a little deeper, what I mean about dive back down in other videos. Definitely the more recent videos on my channel were a little probably cringy. Honestly, I don't know what I said because I never go back and watch them because I don't want to cringe at myself. I get on here, I say what I'm led to say, and then I leave it at that. If somebody makes comments, I try to address them. But I know that there was a lot of love and light. I was kind of in a bypassing phase at that point, and I was understanding that I brought about with my own actions and decisions, everything that had occurred, and was trying not to blame other people, which I still don't blame anybody. However, they made choices too. So, you know, they were reflecting back to me things that I needed to deal with in myself, but there was a lot of things said and done that aren't okay. You know, even if it was a reflection within me that I have to address, they choose to behave that way. There are other ways of getting the point across. So, you know, I had to reconcile within my mind that yes, the responsibility is on me for the choices that I made and the things that I did, but they also hold some responsibility as well. And it's okay to be angry about people intentionally trying to hurt your feelings. You know, it's okay to be mad at that. And so I had to get mad, because in that blissed out state, and in the beginning, from coming back from that decision, you know, I was trying to let them off the hook completely. I was trying not to be mad or upset at the things that had happened and the things that had been said that hurt my feelings. And I know now that I'm okay to feel that stuff. You know, I don't have to retaliate. I don't have to tell anybody else what they said or did. I don't have to go make some long social media post putting them on blast for being a shitty person. Did what they said or did hurt my feelings, and was it shitty? Yes. Did they intend it? Probably in that moment they did. Do they have their own things from their past that affected them that make them think it's okay to behave in that manner? Absolutely. So it is shitty the way that they treated me. I do understand where it came from. However, I am now okay with admitting that, yeah, it was shitty, and if I never see them again, I'm okay with that. Do I still love them? Absolutely, because they're human beings walking on this planet, and I love every fucking human being on the planet. Don't come at me. But I do. I don't love everything that they do. I don't love everything that they say. I don't love everything that they stand for, but I do love them because they are God, just like the rest of us. So I think that if you go back to one of my videos, I talked about the vibrational chart as it relates to human emotions, and I was pretty high up there in the love vibration, and then I sunk back down because that decision caused me a lot of guilt and shame, which are the lowest vibrations that you can have. So I spiked, and then I dropped, and I've spent the last couple of years sorting back through that Rolodex. And, you know, I don't go digging for stuff. I go on about my day, and I might hear a song lyric or a topic in a movie I'm watching or a TV show, or somebody says something, and it just takes me from one thought to the next thought to the next thought, and then I'm exactly at the emotion that I need to be at. It'll take me back to a memory that I had forgotten that caused me to feel something that at that time I didn't let myself feel. And so I feel it. And usually I cry, and then I let it go, and then I go back on about my business. It's not like I have sat here for 2 years wallowing. I had a job for 1.5 years that I really enjoyed. Met a lot of people, gone out and done some things, and got to know some people in town that I didn't know, and just worked through my crap. And it was about 2 months ago, I worked through something really tough, and when I got through it, on the other side, I just had this feeling like, holy crap, I did it. I feel like I went to the bottom, and I spiraled my way back up. And I don't know, it's just, if you are consciously on this path and, you know, doing the steps, meditating or whatever, you understand what I mean when I say you just know. It's like you've known all along, and you can't even remember why you couldn't remember. And I just had this knowing that I did it. We did it. We're free. I'm free. And when I say we, I'm talking about me and every other version of me that I've ever been, the little Janny that I've been hanging out with, and 12-year-old me, 13-year-old me, 15, 16, 19, 25, you know, because those memories are from a whole lifetime. You don't know when they're going to come up. You don't know what effect it's going to have. But I just felt like I made it back to where I was. And when I say I'm done, I don't mean I'm done, because you're never done. We're here to evolve and expand. So we're never done. But I am done as far as working through the hardest part of it and getting back to the place where I'm not blissed out, because I'm more grounded now. I understand the importance of balance. Of Casey Kasem used to say, keep reaching for this, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. And that's what you need to do. You kind of keep one foot in the clouds and one foot on the ground and balance everything out. And I just feel like it's kind of time for me to get back on here. I don't make any guarantees about how often I'll be making videos or what I'll be talking about. That from the beginning still stands, because I kind of do things as I'm inspired to do them. I don't like to force myself to do anything, because I found out over the last few years that when I try to force it, it usually ends really poorly for everyone involved. Sometimes even an injury. So I kind of just do what I'm inspired to do throughout the day and follow my intuition and see where it takes me. So that's where I'm at right now. If you are one of the 93 subscribers that have stuck around, probably not waiting for me to put out another video, but just didn't think to unsubscribe, and you happen to see this, I hope you like it. I hope that you will follow along, and I hope you're having a great day. I love you.